Well, hello everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching us from. It's Saturday, and this is the Adia Penasho as usual. Every Saturday, we come here and we learn something from whoever is with us, our guest speakers. So today our topic we continue our topic from last 2 weeks. I believe we treated becoming the best version of yourself, and today we are treating part 2. In the studios with me is our very own Lady Posh, Mrs. Sampson. She was with us last 2 weeks whilst we treated becoming the best version of yourself. And God being so good, we couldn't finish. We decided to finish everything today. And thanks be to God, it's Father's Day weekend. Tomorrow is Father's Day. We are taking this opportunity to thank and wish every father out there, whether you are good or you are bad, however your situation is, all the runaway fathers, we say happy Father's Day to everybody. We are wishing all our regular viewers, Mr. Bafo, Mr. Wilson, Bra Kofi, Mr. Asante, and all the rest, happy Father's Day. Mrs. Sampson, welcome to the Adia Pena Show.
Thank you, Ohima.
How have you been?
It's been wonderful. It's been a great week. And we thank God for the weekend. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And thanks so much for joining us today as we continue our topic on becoming the best version of yourself. So about 2 weeks ago, we started this topic and we couldn't finish. So this afternoon or this evening, what do you have for us, please?
Good afternoon to our dear Penasho viewers. And Ohima, thank you so much for another opportunity. I'm so happy we are doing the second part because I think last 2 weeks we spoke about so many things, and then it got to the part where we have to bring the kids involved.
Right.
Questions that we were having about what if your parents, did not help you when you were young. And so I'm so happy we are here today, get to the part 2 of the whole show. So thank you for inviting me once.
You're welcome. So we were talking about becoming the best version of yourself. So my question to you today will be, how does our parents contribute to us, or how we the parents, how do we contribute to our children? What is some of the impacts that when we help our children with can give them or let them know the best version of themselves?
Okay, Ohima, thank you again. Remember last 2 weeks, I gave a definition of becoming the best version of yourself as it's a process of aligning who you are and who God has designed you to be.
Yeah.
So now, when we want to talk about parents in connection with our kids, I will just give an example. Maybe that will help with the definition. So yesterday, I wanted my child to read a book, and he was not paying attention to everything that I was saying. And then I found myself, because I picked her from a friend's house. And when I went there, the friend's son was, Mrs. Reeves' son was reading a book. So when we got home, and I was like, did you read your book? And he said, no. And then I realized I'm not that type of a parent, but for some reason, I was like, did you see your friend reading and you don't want to read? And because of the way I'm bringing her up and things that I tell him right away, the boy was able to tell me that, why do you want to compare me to somebody? And at that moment, I had to sit up straight, and I was like, oh, within me, I was like, I take it back. He's right. If I want him to read, all I have to do is, you have not read your book today, go sit down and read your book.
Right.
But the moment I brought somebody in comparing, at that point, he felt like I like that person more than him.
Yeah.
and parents. So as parents, bringing the best version. So answering your question, bringing the best version of our children, it comes with a lot of responsibilities. One of them is not comparing them to
Yeah.
their friends, even if
Yeah,
they are
that's
not
true.
doing
Mm-hmm.
what they say. Say akwala be ko school na wanya de obeye ye baby abofra be do abrabom be wo mu say sometimes the things we want them to do, how we want them to become, they
Yeah.
can maneuver a little bit, but sometimes to the foundation that we give to the kids determine, who they also will become, how
Yeah.
best they can see themselves.
Mm. Yeah.
I, even though sometimes along the line you can pick up who you want to be, but I would say about 50% of who the best version of them will be depends on the parents.
The parents,
So it's
right.
about, aligning the way we bring them up, the foundation that we give them.
That's very true. So, my next question to you will be: if the parents is not able to align the child's life, like, oh, I know we give them some sort of treatment, like the way our say Prophet say, why are you that means you don't do that. You don't compare him to other children. So so for the first timer, you are trying to compare him to, he got offended, say, why are you comparing him to someone? But as a mother, say it's not enye bibi bonne enye ne bonne so and now pay, but now cause open say bia o can is mama bene, welcome to the Ade Penashu. Now o can is now
Philippa,
open say
continue.
bibi, but not in the sense of compare ni say bia or no enye akola papa na the other person no akola papa. And a chrome has saying, I know, and your chrome has saying nkwala dodo na no, they don't like being compared to other kids. Like
Yeah,
me nkwala me won kwala miensa. So first no mususano de I me come boom to talk to them and all that, but I realize say mean to me Emma we say asemo enko pie to say be me company na asema. I'll call him to my room and then sit him down and then talk to him, rather than say me ka omu nyina bom sana waka ebia se pani na ye bibi na person correcting na waka na ketwa na te yes na e the disrespect ba omontembe ha be say ketwa pani na se me say o ka che privately no wa ba be
yeah,
ka ma ketwa no ate nti ebia
yeah,
agro na so mu ye bibi kra ketwa no tumi ka say when I will say from what I was trying to be correct.
exactly.
As parents, if say your friend is saying the way I yet to see a man, ne sa titi na ye de mom no enum nso etumi enum anso na bema they become the best version of themselves. If a parent fails to like educate, encourage, and answer entity no ankoya, how does that affect the child?
Ohima, it affects children big time. Like I said, the foundation comes from us. We are caretakers, remember, say. We, the
Yeah.
parents, are caretakers in Amido Mama. So we will compare being a caretaker, no, we'll compare to building a house. When you are building a house, the foundation determines the beauty of the house. Not the beauty, but the structure of the house.
Very
Because
true.
somebody can have a beautiful building, but the foundation is not good. So anytime there is a storm, right, that building
Mm-hmm.
is shaky,
Yeah.
right? But if you have a good foundation, you are rest assured, say, oh, this thing, the iron rods were there, good concrete, the foundation was solid, so I am not afraid. If you compare that to the Bible, like, or say being planted by the sea, you are like what, a tree planted by the sea. So that does not say a good parent, the child cannot go wayward. It does not mean that. But what it means is that the foundation that you give to the child, even when they swift like that, sometimes 80 or 90% of the time, God in his own way will bring it because akwala na onim. The foundation, you know, is strong. And it's a storms no will come. But when the storms comes, storms no will just shake the tree like that, but it will not collapse. And yes, if a parent at a tiny bay year, and answer on my akwala who he is, sa akwala no do baby no be catch and say, wo cry won't fata. Say we be wa say akwala no can challenge and tell the person say me fata. Because ne maame akyerɛ ne nneɛma bi ama wanya very good self-esteem. When who say I can become the best version of myself, saying I'm here, the self-confidence high. It is odru baby adeɛ penanti min kan kyerɛ ne say you cannot do this because baby where the child is coming from no okuta strong foundation. The parents are catching and say you are this even when it's bad. You are this. I think say your network is a bit glitchy.
I drink kakra nti ye pa mo cho mo fa nche yen. Anopa nso saa na ye na awie nso.
It's the blessings of the Lord.